What up, Jiu-Jitsu fanatics? Welcome back to another episode of Cosmo Jitsu. On this episode, we're going to do something a little different, man. I got a lot of people asking me about white belt tips. Somebody messaged me about a roadmap for white belts, things to work on. I guess in the first video, I kind of didn't go into deep detail. I'm going to try to do that, but as a white belt, it's only so much we can tell you, before you start to be able to execute. So I asked a couple guys some questions, all belt levels, and we're going to see what they say.
Travis Draper, one tribe.
Okay. So we want to talk about a roadmap for white belts, something they can work on. Give them some advice from your experience.
From my experience, I didn't have long to think about this. Been here for like 4 hours today. Cosmo threw this on me. But if I did, biggest thing is to relax. Biggest thing is to breathe. Count the small victories in here, whether it be a sweep, a submission, pass, whatever it may be. And the biggest thing I can say to get better is it's not all this hard sparring. If it was me and I went back to white belt, I was a young kid, I was hungry, I had to spar. The one thing I would suggest to anybody is one, again, stay calm, relax and breathe. And two would be drill. And then find good drilling partners and keep them. Keep them as your friends, keep them as your drilling partners. And that's all I really got for you, Cosmo.
All right, hold up. I got a couple more questions. Okay. So if you can recall, when you were white belt, what were some of the biggest challenges you had?
Biggest challenge as far as opponents or teams or
just
something I had to overcome?
Something you had to overcome as far as training and learning the sport.
I would imagine it was probably my ego, just because I was young. And when you you get into jiu-jitsu, everybody knows you don't always win. So you can't beat yourself up about it.
Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate it. Travis Draper, y'all. What's your name?
Ryan Ashley.
What belt level are you?
Belt one strike.
Okay, I was about to ask, how long did it take you to get that stripe?
How long did it take? Like a couple of months. I won the Abu Dhabi throw to get the strike, beat one person.
Oh, so that's what I got to do to get my stripe, huh?
I mean, yeah. There's enough people to get a strike, but you know how it works.
I state your name.
Lauren Dunning, white belt, one stripe.
Okay, how long did it take you to get that stripe?
I don't want to answer that because there was a lot of time. I had a baby.
It be like that sometimes,
Yeah.
So, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Let me know some of the challenges you experienced on your white belt journey.
Overcoming a certain amount of toughness to get to the next level of being number one. Yeah, you think you're tough, but you're not. So then they show you a different level, and you can reach it.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
So, in your first month of training, what were you experiencing? How did you feel trying to
Chokes. Getting used to the gi is a big one. First time I got somebody grabbed my collar and didn't know what was going on, went to sleep, then put the sink many times.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's the hardest part, is getting used to the gi. But then you go no gi, you get waxed too. So you gotta learn how to control, like you kind of been talking about, but it's true. Control your breathing, don't be as fast.
Don't be as
This is what it is, you can't be as fast.
Yeah.
Adam Meredith made me real scared one time. I think we both had that experience.
Yeah.
When you roll with somebody and they submit you, then you apologize to them, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It was I wasted his time.
What's crazy is I know exactly what he's talking about. And that same day,
Yeah.
I apologized to Adam Meredith too. Because I asked him to roll with me.
You know what? Come to think of it, I think I was apologized to Adam. Actually, I'm serious.
I asked him to roll.
No, I shook his hand.
I did.
He almost killed me. You put me in the banana split, had both my hands, by my sleeves they did. I'm fresh white belt, so I'm combating, spazzing out. Yeah. He let me know fast.
Man, yeah, he had me in a knee on belly, and he pulled my gi as he kneed me in the belly, and I farted real loud.
Getting them, man.
It was kind of embarrassing. You know?
Hey, Savali showed me, man. Savali put on me too one time.
Yeah.
Hey, on my apartment, so yeah.
No, I did not help her, but she had to get the tea out with my butt.
So, what about some of your talents? What about some of your talents that you experienced as a white belt?
I think for me, it was really like getting over the fears rolling, like coming in just being okay with the fact with, okay, I don't know enough, and then you tend to get beat up. So try to focus on something that you learned in class and just take a couple of things and work on those during the rolling. And then also too, since I had a kid, it's just hard getting in, like being a mom and a new mom at that. Please just like, I had to get really creative on when I could come in. It's just a new thing. I get just like rinse in the system and you figure it out.
Yeah, about to say, at the end of the day, you think to get out in the end.
Yeah.
Yep, she's doing it.
Just don't give up. Like, I would come, and then I wouldn't come for a while, and it wasn't because I didn't want to. There was just, like, didn't have the time, but I kept coming when I could.
I'm obsessive. I just kept cutting. Yeah, same here. Get some. How do you do that?
So, what were some of the first things that started to work for you as a white belt?
I would be, as submission-wise, triangle about the only thing I had pull off, if that.
I feel you good.
I don't think
I still can't get a triangle.
I can get triangle. But, like, realistically, if you're going to get somebody who halfway knows what they're doing, an arm bar is not going to work all the time, right? Unless you get it down pat. And a pendulum sweep from Marcel. They work. They work. I mean, what though? They still work to this day. Very efficient. So, sweeps, I would just say, literally, just the pendulum. Of course, to see the sweep, you can see it. But a pendulum sweep, I'm going to it, and then the triangle I was going to.
So, what were some of the first moves that started to work for you as a white belt, offense or defense?
I really, for whatever reason, liked the narrow. It just clicked. So I really like doing that. And the Kaworas, like if I'm, for to go for that. I'm still learning how to do takedowns. That's an area where I a little insecure, so I just have to start like doing this. Yeah.
Especially like that.
Yeah, I never had a problem with the takedown.
It's just
I feel once I figured out which takedowns worked for me. I mean, like with how to use which takedowns. Like some people would disagree with me on this, but I don't do double legs. Like every time I did a double leg on somebody, they snatched my neck up and choked me out. So I learned how to do swings and trips.
If you do get them down, I took a while. I'm saying this problem, boy. At least people here.
CJ, ground shark hunter, brown belt.
Or just get what you got for the white belts.
Psychologically, things to keep in their mind. A very good early habit you can establish as a white belt, as a newer guy, is always try to be on top. Like, your life gets a lot easier when you consistently try to be the guy on top. It is infinitely better to be the hammer than the nail. The guard is very alluring because it provides you a lot of options, and it's relatively easy to stay safe and give yourself a lot of countering options from guards. So it's very appealing and enticing. But every moment you have a human being on top of you is a moment you're losing until you finish them, which you might be able to get to, but odds are you won't if you're under them. It's like, it happens, it definitely does happen, but it's statistically lower. So be the guy on top.
Okay. So if you can remember, what was your journey like as a white belt?
Pretty cool. I had a fun time. I was naturally adept at strangling people, so finishing was never my problem. It was just cleaning up the other things. Since I came over from wrestling, that made life easier too. So like, really, it was just refining the technical aspects, just getting more granular about everything.
So, as a white belt, do you remember like what were some of the first successes you started to have, as far as like body control and certain moves or certain guard
Strangling.
passes? Strangling.
Front headlock. Front headlock was the first thing I was good at. I got very good at front headlock very early on, and I suggest more people do it.
What is your finishing rate in a front headlock position?
Pretty high.
In the 90s?
Yeah, upper 90s. Yeah. So, and that's across amateur and pro. So, but you just the nature of jiu-jitsu comes from finding your game and honing that, finding that piece of granite that is you and shaping it into the form that it most perfectly fits into. It's a process that takes time, but all good things do.
Philosophy.
Ask
All right,
people like this.
last question, CJ. What advice do you have for a white belt stepping on the mat with you?
Keep your hands
Try
in.
to learn something. Don't try to win. Try to learn something.
There we go.
Ask questions.
Hey, that's,
Yeah.
I asked
that's
this
solid.
man,
That's
man,
solid.
Yeah, and have fun. What's the point if you're not having fun?
that ain't fun.
Hey, all right now. Brown belt.